representing the Farum Fight Club from Chelyabinsk, Rizvan Symbogayev makes the walk tonight as the hometown fighter. Originally from Grozny, Chechnya, came to Chelyabinsk, joined the Farum Fight Club, signed on to compete. His last win was actually September 1st on the Road 2 series this year. M1 held a Road to the M1 challenge. It was the first of such events here in the Ural region of Russia. So he's been an active man. Quick turnaround here, almost 2 months to the day. 1 Kimura, 1 guillotine, 1 TKO, and 1 loss via arm triangle for a 3-1 record. Every one of those outcomes was in the first frame. So he's a fighter who loves to press the pace, and he looks to do that against the undefeated Alexei Shannin from Ukraine tonight. He lost his only amateur contest in 2016, but with a background in wrestling, he said, I wanted to come into MMA and I wanted to go to the pro ranks. I like the rules more. I can use my elbows. That opens up more options for me in the ground and pound. And after getting that win on the inaugural Road to M1 Ural event, he also sees this as an important pipeline to display his talent on the pre-undercard tonight and take that next step. So as we said during the walkout, Alexei Shannin quite big for the weight class. Rizvan Symbogayev also cuts quite a bit of weight as well. So this should be a match of two very physical fighters at $155. So we had a chance to talk about it during the walkout for Alexei Shannin, but we'll mention it now. We've got some great fights in store for you tonight. This is the second of your 2 pre-undercard matchups. We then, in, well, just 40 minutes time, go to the M1 selection for the prelims. 5 very, very well-matched fights there. And then, in 3 hours and 10 minutes, we go live worldwide for the main card of the M1 Challenge 98. That is, of course, headlined by the M1 middleweight world title. Defending champion Artem Frolov will face Bruno Silva. A lot of anticipation for that match. So we're just having a couple of quick checks here of the equipment here at ringside. I believe it was a cup malfunction. Believe it or not, these things can and do happen sometimes. Of course, under the ever-present watchful eye of our officials here, they've rectified the situation, it looks like, and we'll be good to go. So stick with us, and your second and final pre-undercard matchup coming up here in Chelyabinsk.
Итак, господа, это легкий вес весовой категории 73 килограмм. Представляем спортсменов. Спортсмен в синем углу. Спортсмен 21 год, вес 70 килограмм ровно, рост 183 сантиметра, профессиональный рекорд. 3 боя, 3 победы. Он чемпион Украины по смешанным боевым единоборствам. В синем углу Алексей Шанин, Украина. И его соперник в красном углу. Ему 27 лет, вес 69,6 килограмм, рост 180 сантиметров, профессиональный рекорд. 3 победы, 1 поражение. Он победитель всероссийского турнира по боевому самбо, вице-чемпион Европы по грэпплингу ADCC. Представляет Российскую Федерацию, клуб «Ферум», город Челябинск. В красном углу Ризван Рефери в ринге Мика Синканен, Финляндия.
Mika Sinkanen in charge for this lightweight matchup at 155 pounds. That's 70.3 kilograms. Blue corner for Alexei Shannin, undefeated and from Ukraine. Rizvan Symbogayev, hailing from the Russian Federation, is 3-1 and in the red corner. Both guys 3 wins apiece. Known for good, strong finishes. They're big for the weight class. Love this matchup, Machine.
Well, we'll see who tees off first. The first one to throw there. Shannon with a low kick.
And reply from Simbaгаев.
Shannon just seems like he's touching though. He's not actually hitting. If that makes sense. There was no power in their punches. I know you can feel out your opponent, but your first shot should be a hard one. Make your opponent think about coming in. And the way to do that is to throw that first punch very hard, very straight. And again, with those little soft kicks that he's got. Oh, went for the double and missed it.
Turning side kick there from Shannon.
Simbaгаев switching stance. Oh, now that's how you throw punches. If you're going to let them go, let them go.
Simbaгаев, I would think, on paper has the better ground game, but the first got to reach for that single leg with Shannon.
Well, Simbaгаев definitely got the better hand, got more powerful. The skill level, sure, Shannon's throwing spinning kicks, but everything just seems to be light-hearted. There's a bit of a trip. Oh, nice underhook, beautiful.
There we go, fundamentals, deep underhook there. Shannon looking to stack and crowd him with the hips. You can just see the differences here, what I was talking about, Machine. His level of control is exceptional. Oh, that being said, up go the legs.
Yeah, he's got a leg caught, though. It's going to be hard to get the triangle. Left leg is out there, now it's free, but in the full guard. There's the armbar attempt, though. That was beautiful. Well, you said he's got a better ground game. But does it look like it because he's now caught in an armbar?
He has been submitted from the off. Wow, this is bad, though. He's gone for that spinning arm lock. Those legs are deep, and he can flip him here. He might be able to get the position. That being said, his one loss is by arm triangle, so he has been caught on the ground before.
Very hard to see from this position. Well, they always got one arm loose. Don't have to stack him. There we go, he's out. Maybe wise from to get back to his feet. Well, his wrestling is definitely better.
Looking for the invert to attack the legs is Shannon.
Movement from Shannon is beautiful on the ground. Definitely more of a grappler than a striker.
He's going to go for that inside heel hook, Machine.
Oh, just missed it. Oh, okay, illegal kick to the head.
Wow, saved. That looked like he had that thing in deep. The knee line was controlled. I'm not sure exactly what happened. Was it an illegal kick on the ground, Machine?
It was illegal, straight in the face. Here we go, watch.
Yep.
Boom. The thing is, Shannon is in such a strong position here. If I was the referee, I would put him back in a heel hook position. He does not need, he doesn't want to start from his feet. Needs to give him 5 minutes to recoup if he needs that, and I would put him straight back into the heel hook position. Because why work on a disadvantage because his stand-up wasn't winning the fight?
Good call, Machine. I was looking down at my notes here, and you saw exactly as it happened. I'm curious why he decided to do that. Maybe he was trying to just obviously pry himself away and actually missed and hit the face.
To be honest, I actually did it against Frank Mir, but I actually hit his hand. His hand was on my heel.
Yeah.
He was trying to crank the heel hook on, so I kicked his hand, and it made him leave go of the heel hook for a split second. Just gives me a little bit of saving grace while I reached up and grabbed the back of his head. But that looked clearly to the head because the foot was on the face. He pulled it back and then hit the face. There's a big difference.
So, getting some attention here from our officials. Focusing Khanna, allowing the time to recoup and recover. Rustam in the ring there, head doctor. Smart fighter to take the time allotted to him, eh, Machine?
Yeah, of course. There's a good call by the referee, puts them back down on the ground, get him in a heel hook.
Same position, on the ground. Same position. On the ground. You take a leg, on the ground. Same position. Same position.
Yeah, very good call. Because why give the fighter that's been hit a bad position by standing on his feet?
You ready? You ready? Fight!
There we go. He's got that heel again. It's
exposed.
It
would be nice if he gets it. It would be really nice if he gets it. Because he deserves the win, to be honest.
Oh, he's swapped to the inside. He's got the 411 control.
Oh, that is very tight. Needs to squeeze those legs together. Needs to clamp those knees up to stop the knee from turning. Oh, look at the grimace on his face. He wants to snap that foot off.
Simbaгаев trying to clear the knee line and relieve that pressure.
Well, he's doing well by holding the arm, holding the wrist like that. holding the forearm will take pressure off it because he can't crank the heel hook on fully from there. There we go, readjusts. Needs to throw that leg over and squeeze that knee tight.
Shannon looking for the regrip here. He's changed the leg control.
Go for Achilles lock.
Is he going for an ankle lock now? No, he's going back to the heel hook. This looks close. Now he's got that honey hole position. That's the money shot. That's where you want to be. Trying to kick and push that thigh away and then put his legs inside.
See how wide his legs is. Shannon's knees are wide apart. They're too wide. He needs to close his knees together to stop the knee of Simbaгаев actually turning, because the knee turns before the ankle. And if your knees are wide apart, there's no way that ankle lock is going to work. Needs to squeeze tight. That's a little bit better. The knees are closer together now. But Simbaгаев is doing well by holding the arm. One of the defenses.
Nice punches here from Simbaгаев. There we go. He's going to sit down the leg and avoid the exposure. Good adjustments here from Shannon. He's going back to that same lock.
Again, the knees are open. Needs to close them tight. That's better. To take some punishment.
Oh, huge shots here from Simbaгаев. 20 seconds to go. Can he stop this fight?
Good movement, though, from Shannon. Blood coming from the nose from Shannon. Oh, takes another big right hand. Well, you've got to give him credit. He's keep working. He's been moving from the onset.
That is the end of a thrilling round one.
Whoa. Simbaгаев limps back to his corner. That must have hurt at one point. He limped from one side of the rage to the other. But you just wonder who's come off worse, the guy who's had his ankle tweaked or the guy just being punched in the face. We will see in round two.
So Alexei Shannon and Rizvan Simbaгаев traded some interesting back and forth combinations, but it was when things went to the ground that it got very interesting. Both guys were throwing almost simultaneously. A little bit of a slip here from Simbaгаев, who used a beautiful deep underhook and just turned his man, spun him towards the fence. Of course, his opponent, Shannon, actually threw the legs up, went for an arm lock, couldn't get it. And here, the illegal shot, right as he was going for that heel hook machine, that was one of the most interesting points of the fight.
Yeah, it's like, that was definitely on purpose. You know, you could have even given him a 2-point deduction for that. It was like, that was as clear as it could be.
Well, in any case, Shannon and Simbaгаев, although it seemed unlikely, we'll see a second of a potential 3 here in Chelyabinsk. Nice show of sportsmanship there.
Correct. Ready, fight!
Shannon has got great stand-up. He just hasn't, look, the power is just not there. He's just touching every time he throws a kick or a punch. I'd like to see him use a little bit more power in those shots. Again, lightly kick. Luckily, he's not being taken down with that kick, because the best time to take somebody down is when they kick you. And when you kick him that lightly, it's easy to get a double.
Nice inside low kick. That was good.
That hurt his knee. You could see him limp a little bit when he got kicked then. That's the difference between a hard kick and a soft kick.
And Simbaгаев sensing that. Again, continuing to attack that lead leg. Oh, there's the guillotine. Simbagaev's got that guillotine choke on tight machine.
Well, I don't know whether it was the kick that wobbled him or the punch that wobbled him, but whatever it was, his legs went. It looks safe because he's in a half guard situation. It takes a lot to put someone to sleep in a half guard, but he could try to re-guard him.
Simbaгаев tried to wrap that neck up, but machine, maybe a mistake to fall too soon to his back.
Well, do you know what? He thought he had it. You could see it was a nice guillotine. I think it was when he actually fell that he managed not to get the full guard. He still had the guillotine, but he lost the full guard. And this is where Shannon likes to be, on the ground, mounted now. Now let's see if his ground and pound is harder than his stand-up striking.
3 minutes and 30 seconds in which to work for Shannon.
Yes, it is.
It looks to posture up go the legs. Nice escape there for Simbaгаев.
Simbaгаев, great reversal, but still dangerous. Shannon's good from his back.
Shannon seems to have shown some awareness in the jiu-jitsu game and also in the stand-up, but the wrestling is missing to link it all together.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I believe wrestling is the #1 all and be-all in the ground game of MMA.
And I think we saw that the moment that Simbaгаев just grabbed that underhook and just threw him against the fence. I mean, just different awareness of positions.
It was beautiful, but let's see what he's got here. Referee telling him no heel kicks to the kidneys.
He's looking for that arm lock again. Up go the legs. The guard hiking a little bit higher. Thought about catching the spin, went one way. Maybe try to stuff the wrist for a triangle on the opposite. Can't quite get it.
Action.
Yeah, he needs action because these ground and pound is pretty weak. I wonder why guys don't like the posture now. A lot of times I see people with the head down on the chest and the punches are so weak. Just sit back and posture. If he opens his guard, then you can pass. It's kind of like a safety mechanism. I'll keep my head down, you can't hit me. But then again, I can't really hit you, especially because of the elbows. Good call by the referee, back to your feet. But is it a good call for Shannon?
Shannon looks tired. Simbaгаев breathing hard, but Shannon looks a little bit more worse for wear. Spinning back fist there from Shannon as Simbaгаев lights him up with those hooks.
Lights him up indeed. Gets one hook in, hammer fist.
This could be the beginning of the end machine. Oh, that's a huge right underneath the guard. Shannon is holding on, but he's holding on for dear life.
It's not a nice position to be in. Turtle position being punched. Expect knees. Oh, just as I said it. Knees to the body, perfectly legal.
1 minute 20 on the clock. Simbaгаев looking to maybe fall to his back. Did you see a Kimura there? Or an arm lock? He's going to maybe go for that arm lock?
Well, he didn't fall to actually get that submission. He's just trying to grab an underhook now, but I just didn't see the purpose of that fall, to be honest. Shannon needs to pass. He needs to go to his left. He needs to go all the way over his left, not the right. He needs to go to the left. So frustrating watching it. There's a triangle. Now he's out.
Both men really pushing the pace here. Simbaгаев now falling to his back.
There's a heel hook again if he wants it. Now he's going to take it. Now he's going to take the heel hook.
Tough to see what kind of grip both guys have here from our angle. If I look
To be honest, they're both flat in the back, so the heel hooks are going to be pretty weak anyhow. They need to turn to the side to get a good heel hook.
Shannon thought about rolling for a toe hold on the opposite side. Oh, there's a kick to the body. And an elbow to the shin.
Well, albeit maybe a little bit sore, the elbow to the shin, but it ain't going to win a fight.
That would be the same knee that he tried to attack with the heel hook machine. I'm not sure if this is a compound strategy or what.
Well, not really, because when he did the heel hook, his knees were too far apart. That knee wouldn't have took any pressure.
Well, we've got a fight in Chelyabinsk, ladies and gentlemen. The second and final pre-undercard match here tonight at the Tractor Arena. Chris Hoekstra alongside me, Ian the Machine Freeman. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will see the third round between these two. Simbaгаев and Shannon again traded on the feet. And there, that was one of those early shots that you talked about, Machine. There was a kick just before it. There was a short little left. He turned it over beautifully, caught him, wobbled him. But again, Shannon was able to catch some ascendancy briefly, but was not able to maintain it. And that, for me, might be one of the most important differences between these two fighters' skill sets.
Second shot.
Third and final round here. 5 more minutes potentially on the clock.
Ready. Ready. Fight!
Well, Shannon needs to put a little bit of violence into this round. He's got the skill set. He looks good when he strikes, only be weak. He looks good on the ground, albeit not finishing the submissions. And the ground and pound he had from the mount was strong until he got dismounted. So let's see a little bit of violence from Shannon, because if he doesn't, Simбагаев is just going to steamroll him now.
And Simbaгаев was able to put in some good ground and pound in that round as well once he caught him in the turtle position. So it's not like Simbaгаев didn't land some good strikes in the ground.
Simбагаев is strong, that's why. Again, look at that easy reversal, easy turn. It's as if Shannon's like, yeah, okay, I'll go to my back, I don't mind because I'm pretty good from my back. Everyone's good from the back until they're getting punched in the face.
And it won't be enough to win those rounds. You've got him up right now, Simbaгаев, in this fight? Likely?
Without a doubt, yeah.
So close guard here for Alexei Shannin, the undefeated Ukrainian fighter, looking to try to find something here and work things off his back. The legs go up, the guard and ankles crossed, keeping things tight.
Again, working for that arm.
He has some tricky moves, but it's not like Simbaгаев hasn't seen these things coming. Now, after spending 10+ minutes with him, you get a feeling for when your man's going to attack like that.
Yeah, you're right, Chris. You know, the first round you think, right, I need to be careful. Second round you kind of think, yeah, I felt the bat, I know exactly what's happening. Third round, he ain't going to get caught in anything.
Short punches coming in. Things accumulating here for Rizvan Simbaгаев. Looking to go 4-1 here at the Tractor Arena.
Oh.
You might have that neck if you can pry it underneath.
That's one of the problems people make when they stand up from the turtle position. When they stand up, their head comes up with it. Opens up for a rear naked.
Looking for that invert, trying to Granby roll through is Shannin, but Simbaгаев riding him here, floating and just making things really miserable.
Well, you got to give Shannon credit. He grabbed the ropes. The referee told him to leave go of the ropes, and he did. A lot of people would have just thought, the hell with that. I'm standing up whether I'm going to use the ropes or not.
Good methodical work here for Rizvan Simbaгаев. Emphatic instructions from the corner of Alexei Shannin. I mean, what do? He's getting beat up here, Machine.
Well, you have to learn how to escape from turtle position. He was doing the right thing by trying to stand up, but normally what happens is when you've got a cage wall, you can stand up and lean against the cage wall with your shoulder. Very hard to do against the ropes, but that's it. It's over. Fight is over.
Too many unanswered blows.
Yeah,
and Alexei Shannin is no longer undefeated as Mika Sinkanen waves things off. Rizvan Simbaгаев, your winner in Chelyabinsk.
Albeit he wasn't really getting big damage to his head, but he was getting damage. And the whole point of this game is to intelligently defend yourself. And Shannon was not. Good call by the referee.
Yeah, great call. That's a great call. Too many times in MMA, we often say, you know, I'm looking for a convincing stoppage. I'm waiting for the guy to be completely out on the floor. But Machine, that's just great refereeing, the accumulation over time.
Yeah, of course. I mean, he was in a position where he couldn't get back up. He tried to get back up. Referee told him to go back down to the floor. He did, and he just took punishment.
На 3-й минуте 3-го раунда в этом поединке техническим нокаутом одержал победу спортсмен из России Ризван Симбагаев, клуб Феррум, Челябинск.
Well, there you have it, folks. Rizvan Simbaгаев, your winner now, 4-1.
Мы аплодируем спортсмену из Украины.